Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Angela, and I just watched Papa Squirrel's tarot decks with the best gilding and beautiful edging. And I thought I would do a VR to that. I think that would be pretty cool. To show off my decks that came edged or gilded. I agree with him. I don't know which is which either. I kind of see it as one and the same. Like, what's the saying? What's the saying? All, all thumbs are fingers, but not all fingers are thumbs. That kind of saying, like, it's part of the same family, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. Excuse me. Now I'm choking. Hold on while I take a drink. But that's how I see. Oh my God, excuse me. That's how I see gilding or edging. It's kind of the same. It's kind of part of the same umbrella. Branching. Whatever. But yeah. So I thought I would do a quick. I don't have as many that came gilded as he does. However, I do have a few. And I'm going to start with the ones that he has. And mine are going to be, I'm not as organized as he was on this video. So I'm not as, they're going to be all different colors in different orders. So my first one is the True Black Tarot. And it's got this matte, beautiful edging on it. Look at that. Ugh, that is superb. And I don't use this that often just because it's super thick. But yeah, it's a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous deck. It's my favorite devil. Look at that. But yeah, that's the True Black Tarot. It's beautiful. It's got little, gilding, I guess you could say, in different spots. And then with these like metallic spots in the majors, because they're only in the majors. I assumed it would be like a, like the backs, that it would be that kind of thing in the sides. And then when I got it, I'm like, oh, it's actually matches the card. It's like buttery soft, which I heard is like a rose petal finish. I'm not one for cardstock, so I have no idea. As long as I can riffle shuffle it, I'm good. And I've had to stop riffle shuffling a couple of these decks just because the gilding's already chipping off. But yeah, that's the True Black Tarot. And then we have, what else? What other one did he have? The Journey of the Sacred Bee. I saw this deck and I was just like, I was back and forth on this deck forever. But what attracted me was that gilding. I mean, that is phenomenal. Phenomenal. Beautiful. And then the bee to match here, metallic. Oh, I was on the fence about this deck forever. I did not get it off Kickstarter. Just because I was on the fence. I'm like, well, if I'm on the fence, I don't need the deck. And then after the Kickstarter ended, it was just haunting me. And I'm like, why? I don't even care that much about bees. And then I got this deck and I'm like, OMG. There was a reason. This deck to me is very deep and it needed me to go into a deep dive with tarot this year. And I've gone much deeper than I have in the last year that I've done tarot. And this deck has helped a lot with that. This was the first deck I bought this year. I got it in like 3 or 4 days. It was super quick. But it is gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. It is fast becoming one of my favorites. One of my top 5 favorites, I would say. But it is beautiful, beautiful. And you can still get it on their website. If I remember, I'll post a link below, as well as Papa Squirrel's original video to this. But yeah, that is just phenomenal. Then we have my Kickstarter Superlenaris Tarot. which I agree with him. It is, and that gilding is everything. It's like this rose gold pink. It is fraying at the sides already because I riffle shuffle. It has come off a little bit here, but it's pretty sturdy for the gilding. And I agree with him. This has become one of my top 5 in my top probably 6 faves because the images are just gorgeous. I feel very connected with this deck. I got it because of the Hierophant. Right there he is. You speak his name and there he is. I don't normally typically jibe with the Hierophant card, but this one, I saw it on the Kickstarter. I'm like, I have to have this deck for this card. It feels very ancient to me, very tribal, and I love that about the Hierophant, not just this religious figure. And that among so many other cards, when I got the deck, made me fall head over heels. The 6 of Swords is my favorite one ever. It's just phenomenal. I mean, I could stare at that sunset all day, or sunrise, depends on how you want to look at it. But yeah, this deck is gorgeous. Love. I mean, the skies in this are just everything. And then the queens in this deck are just gorgeous. Gorgeous. So yeah, that is the Superlenaris Tarot. It is that and the Journey of the Sacred Bee are the 2 that probably shocked me the most when I got them. It was just like, wow. And that gilding is phenomenal. Okay, now I'm going to switch it up and show you all of my Marchetti tarots. This is the Marchetti tarot by Marchetti. It's the last, well, not the last Marchetti tarot I got, but it's one of 2 that have fantastic gilding. I think it's the last deck I bought in 2020. But look at that purple. It's just, what is gorgeous purple. Matches the backs. Let me see if I can move this away a little. Yeah, I think it's hindering my light. But this deck is beautiful. Look at that death card with the purple to match. Just beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I have a few of his decks now because the art is just amazing. Amazing. And again, I'm not one for cardstock, but this is a shiny cardstock. So if you don't like that, you probably won't like the deck. But yeah, this was my card for the month of January. That is the best 7 of Swords ever because of the sky and the background. It's just phenomenal. Yeah, this is a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous deck. It's one of the, yeah, look at that Queen of Swords. I mean, come on. Yeah, and the gilding just makes it, it's like the icing on the cake for this gilding. And I have the Encore tarot, which I'm about to show you. I've had it for over a year now. The gilding hasn't moved. I mean, it's like whatever he's using on wherever he's getting these or having these done is just like, I can riffle shuffle all day long and it's like I never shuffled it because the gilding has just stayed in place so perfectly. So that's the Marchetti tarot. Now we have the Encore tarot, and it's red. Red, red, red gilding. Ugh, see how perfect it is? I've had this for over a year. I used it for the month of August as my deck of the month last year. That gilding has not moved at all. And this is my favorite Marchetti tarot right here. Or my favorite Tarot Marchetti deck right here. It is gorgeous. It does have borders to match the suits. I don't even see the borders though, and I hate borders, but I don't even see them on this deck. It's just so beautiful. Beautiful. And this and the Marchetti tarot are, I've said before, a copulation of several of his decks. So if you see similar images in other decks, that's why. Because they originated in that other deck. Look at that Emperor Temperance card. Beautiful. Oh, the High Priestess. And I probably already skipped her. the moon card, and this is just flipping gorgeous. Look at that. Flipping gorgeous. I probably already skipped her because I wasn't paying attention. But I'm always showing the moon in this card, in this deck. Just because it's so yeah, there it is. So fantastic. It's like my favorite moon card ever. Beautiful. And like I said, I've had this for over a year now. Almost a year, I would say. And that gilding hasn't. I mean, look at that. Hasn't moved. And then I have the Tarot Grand Luxe. And it's actually got this black matte. This I got off Amazon. But it has this matte black edging to it. Kind of matches the backs here. And again, this deck is beautiful as well. And they have just enough differences in them. The star. Just enough differences in them that they all three feel like three completely different decks to me. And then I have another one I just got recently. Look at that string card. Come on. I could look at this artwork all day. I'm gonna do a video at some point where I compare on all of these. Love that Hierophant as well. I was looking for the Death card because that's the reason I bought this deck. Oh, look at that Empress. Beautiful. I love all the Empresses in all these decks. Trying to find Death. Probably at the end. There's the Hermit. So it kind of goes with what I just showed you in the other one. I think they're all the same Hermit, but there's different things added in the photo. Look at that. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Yeah, there it is, next to the last card. That's the reason I bought this deck. It reminds me of, like, some 80s, cool, like, vampire-y, movie. And it's really, I really love this Devil card. I don't know why. But yeah, I love that Devil card. And all the other Tarot Marchetti decks I have the same Devil except for this one. So I was kind of cool. I thought that was cool. But yeah, there's the edging here. So then we have my second edition of the 5-cent tarot. Let me open it off camera. And it actually has a linen purple edging, lavender. The first edition was green, and you got different options with this one. With the second edition, I chose lavender, and then the lavender edges, and it's this linen finish, and it's gorgeous. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Oh, sorry. I'm just throwing cards. Love it. And everybody's seen this deck. But I love this deck. I just haven't used it a whole lot just because I'm waiting on the 2-penny Oracle that I purchased a long time ago. I'm still waiting on from Kickstarter. So, yeah, it's beautiful. Oh my goodness. Yeah, and I love that. That's purple on there. Or lavender. Oh, and then we have, this is a Oracle deck. It's a steampunk fortune telling cards. I got this right when I first started my journey. It's kind of frayed now, but it has this chocolate gilding on it, and I kind of got mad at it because look at that, how beautiful that is. When I used it maybe 6 times and it was peeling off. And I'm like, this is a horrible job. So I don't really use this deck a whole lot now because of that. But yeah, it's like this coffee copper color gilding. And it's beautiful. But they're like small. I think even smaller than bridge size. But yeah, there's just like questions. And I don't, like I said, I don't get this deck out very much. I usually use it for mediumistic readings, and that's it. And yeah, I love this deck. So cute. I first saw it on Ethany's channel, and I was hooked, and I went out and bought it, and it's so cute and tiny. It's so steampunky. I love it. I just hate the fact that gilding is almost gone at this point. It's so many spots. Like the edges here are like white now. Yeah, it's still this coppery beauty. So I think that's it. We got one more deck here, and I'm looking for it now because I just had it out. Oh, and it is also red gilding, and I'm kind of mad because it's chipping away too. It is the Bone Stone and Earth Flesh Tarot. And this is, look at that though, gorgeousness. This is the top dog deck this year, or for 2020 for me. It's gorgeous. The cardstock is fabulous. I just wish the gilding were a little more sturdy because it's a few shuffles in and it was peeling. So, I was just really upset about that because this was not a cheap deck because, there was only 1,000 copies made of it. So, I was hoping it would withstand a little bit more than what it did, but yeah. But yeah, love. This is, like I said, probably the top dog deck this year that I got, at the end of the year. The Encore Tarot it's tied for the Encore Tarot. But yeah, it's gorgeous. Love the colors in it. I can't wait for Anatorian's, look at that. Look at that. I can't wait for Anatorian's Tarot of Echoes to come out to match her Oracle of Echoes. But yeah, this deck is phenomenal. And, you know, I really don't mind now, the edging peeling off like it has, because it just gives it the character. It needs to make it mine. It has bowed a little bit just because I riffle shuffle, and this is one of the decks I've stopped riffle shuffling just because I don't want it to come off any more than it has. And I'm trying to get it to bend back the other way, which I can do. I've done it before. So, and the Superlenaris Tarot, that's the other one. It's kind of fraying a little bit, so I stopped riffle shuffling it as well. So that is my gilded decks, that came to me gilded, or, edged, whatever you want to call it. Like I said, I think it's all the same family. It doesn't matter to me. So yeah, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see me more, please subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification button so you're alerted to any future videos. And I will pop Papa Squirrel's video down below so you guys can see that as well. And I'll catch you later. Bye.